Think August is too late to plant flowers? Think again. Most gardeners pack up their trowels by late summer, but here's what they're missing. August is actually the perfect time to plant perennials that will explode with color through fall and come back even stronger next year. I'm about to share 17 incredible perennials that not only thrive in August heat but actually prefer it. And here's the best part. These are the laziest gardener's dream. We're talking about plants that practically take care of themselves while giving you months of stunning blooms. Number 9 on this list is so ridiculously easy to grow. I call it the plant it and forget it champion. And wait until you see number 14. It's the secret weapon that every pollinator garden needs. Before we dive into these game-changing plants, if you love discovering gardening secrets that actually work, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I share practical gardening tips every week that will transform your outdoor space, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up in our fall gardening series. Here's exactly what you're getting in the next few minutes. 17 tried and true perennial recommendations that love August planting, specific care tips for late summer success, and my proven strategies to keep these beauties blooming well into fall. Plus, I'll share the one soil trick that makes all the difference, so stick around for that bonus tip at the end. Let's start with purple coneflower, or echinacea. This is the backbone of any late summer garden, and here's why August planting is brilliant for these beauties. While other plants are struggling in the heat, echinacea is just hitting its stride. These drought-tolerant powerhouses actually develop stronger root systems when planted in late summer's warm soil. Plant them 18 inches apart in full sun. They're not picky about soil as long as it drains well. Water them in, then step back and watch the magic happen. By September, you'll have a butterfly magnet that requires almost zero maintenance. Pro tip, deadhead the first flush of blooms to encourage more flowers, but leave the last ones for the birds. Goldfinches absolutely love the seeds. Next up is the sunshine champion, Black-Eyed Susan, or Rudbeckia. If you want instant color that screams happy garden, this is your plant. These golden beauties are virtually indestructible. They laugh at drought, shrug off poor soil, and bloom from July straight through October when planted in August. Plant them anywhere you get at least 6 hours of sun, space them 12 to 18 inches apart, and prepare to be amazed. They'll spread naturally to fill gaps but never aggressively. They're polite little spreaders. My favorite varieties for August planting, Gold Sturm for reliability and Cherokee Sunsets for those incredible orange and red tones. Which flower do you think attracts more beneficial insects than almost any other perennial? Keep watching, it's coming up soon. Moving on to the ultimate late season star, Autumn Joy Sedum. This succulent perennial is like having a sculpture in your garden that changes color throughout the season. In August, you're planting these beauties just as they're starting their spectacular color show. The flowers start pale green, transition to pink, then deepen to gorgeous rust red by fall. These are perfect for lazy gardeners. They store water in their thick leaves and can handle weeks without rain. Plant in full sun with good drainage, and they'll reward you with years of zero-maintenance beauty. Plus, they're butterfly magnets in late summer, when other nectar sources are scarce. Space them 18 inches apart and watch them slowly form impressive clumps over the years. Now we come to the stars of fall, literally. Asters are named after the Latin word for star, and when you see these clouds of tiny blooms, you'll understand why. August planting gives asters exactly what they need: warm soil to establish roots before their big bloom show in September and October. These are the plants that keep your garden looking intentional when everything else is winding down. New England asters grow tall and dramatic, perfect for the back of borders. Aromatic asters stay compact and spread into lovely ground cover. Both are native plants that support wildlife like crazy. Plant them in full to partial sun, give them regular water the first season, then watch them become completely self-sufficient. They'll naturalize and create drifts of color that look like you hired a professional designer. Next is the garden's silver screen star, Russian sage. This isn't actually a sage, but who cares when it looks this stunning? Russian sage thrives in heat and actually prefers the stress of late summer planting. Those silvery stems and tiny blue flowers create the most ethereal effect, like a soft blue cloud floating through your garden. This beauty loves full sun and well-drained soil. It's practically desert tough, once established. Plant it where you can brush against it, because the foliage releases the most amazing sage-like fragrance. Here's a secret. Cut it back hard in late fall or early spring, and it'll come back bushier and more beautiful each year. At 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, give it space to show off. I'm curious, are you leaning toward the bold, bright colors, like those rudbeckias? Or do you prefer the subtle elegance of that Russian sage? Drop a comment and let me know which style speaks to your garden vision. Now we have the hummingbird's best friend, bee balm, or monarda. If you want to turn your garden into a wildlife sanctuary, this is non-negotiable. These wild, spiky flowers come in red, pink, purple, and white, and they're magnets for hummingbirds, bees, butterflies, and beneficial insects. August planting means you'll get a preview this fall and a full spectacular show next summer. Fair warning, bee balm likes to spread via underground runners. Some gardeners call it aggressive, but I call it generous. Plant it where it has room to roam, or contain it with edging. Bonus, the leaves make incredible herbal tea. Just harvest them before flowering for the best flavor. Plant in full sun to partial shade, and keep it consistently moist for the happiest plants. Here's the beneficial insect magnet I teased earlier. Catmint, or nepeta, is hands down one of the most useful perennials you can grow. This plant attracts every beneficial insect you want in your garden, while naturally repelling mosquitoes and other pests. It's like having a natural pest control system that happens to be absolutely gorgeous. The soft purple-blue flowers and gray-green foliage make perfect companions for roses. And unlike catnip, most cats ignore it. It blooms from June through October with virtually no care. Plant in full sun, space 18 inches apart. And here's the secret to continuous blooms. Shear it back by half after the first flush of flowers. It'll rebloom even stronger. Speaking of easy care, wait until you see what's coming up. It's so low maintenance, I call it the lazy gardener's dream plant. Now we have the vertical drama queens, salvias. These spiky beauties add incredible texture and height to late summer gardens. Perennial salvias are completely different from those red annual salvias you see everywhere. We're talking about hardy varieties like May Night, with deep purple spikes, or Snow Hills with pure white flowers. They're hummingbird magnets and bloom repeatedly from spring through fall. August planting gives them time to establish before winter, and they'll reward you with bigger, better shows each year. Plant in full sun with good drainage, deadhead spent spikes for continuous blooms, and enjoy years of vertical beauty with minimal effort. They're drought tolerant once established, but appreciate regular water in extreme heat. Here it is. The plant's so easy it's almost embarrassing. Dragon's blood sedum is the ultimate lazy gardener's ground cover. This low-growing succulent spreads into a living carpet that turns brilliant red in fall and winter. It literally thrives on neglect. The less you fuss with it, the better it looks. Use it between stepping stones, as edging, in rock gardens, or anywhere you need tough, beautiful ground cover. It handles foot traffic, drought, poor soil, and extreme temperatures without blinking. In summer it produces tiny yellow star flowers that bees absolutely love. Plant it once, and it'll slowly spread to fill spaces while staying neat and controlled. Pro tip: buy small plants and let them spread naturally. They'll cover large areas in 2 to 3 years for a fraction of the cost of instant coverage. We're halfway through our list, and I hope you're getting excited about the possibilities for your late summer garden. If these ideas are sparking inspiration, please hit that like button. It really helps us bring you more content like this. And trust me, the second half of this list includes some absolute showstoppers, including my personal favorite that I guarantee you've never heard of. Moving into the sunshine superstars, Helenium, also called sneezeweed. Don't worry, the name is misleading. It doesn't make you sneeze. These are the flowers that keep summer's energy alive well into fall. They come in gorgeous warm colors, oranges, yellows, russets, and bronzes that perfectly echo autumn's palette. August planting is perfect because Helenium actually prefers warm soil for root development. They'll give you a taste of blooms this fall, and then absolutely explode with color next year. Choose compact varieties like short and sassy for front borders, or go bold with tall varieties like Mardi Gras for dramatic backdrops. They prefer full sun and consistent moisture but are surprisingly adaptable. Deadhead regularly for continuous blooms, and divide clumps every 3 to 4 years to keep them vigorous. These are the workhorses that keep giving year after year. Now we prove that perennials aren't just about flowers. Japanese painted fern is pure foliage magic. This is for those shady spots where nothing else seems to thrive. The silvery gray fronds with purple midribs create the most sophisticated color combination in the shade garden. It's like having living artwork that changes subtly throughout the season. August is actually ideal for planting ferns because the soil is warm but the intense summer heat is starting to ease. They prefer partial to full shade and consistently moist, well-draining soil. These are deciduous, so they'll die back in winter and emerge fresh each spring, getting larger and more impressive each year. They're deer-resistant and virtually pest-free. Look for varieties like Pictum for classic silver and purple, or burgundy laces for deeper wine-red tones. They're the perfect complement to flowering shade perennials. Next is the foliage superstar that never stops putting on a show, Heuchera, or coral bells. If you love plants that work overtime, this is your match. While the delicate flower spikes are lovely, it's really about that incredible foliage. We're talking lime green, deep purple, orange silver, burgundy, colors so vibrant they look almost artificial. These are perfect for front borders, containers, or anywhere you need season-long color. The leaves stay attractive from spring through fall, and many varieties are semi-evergreen in milder climates. August planting works beautifully because they establish quickly in warm soil. Plant in partial shade. Morning sun with afternoon shade is ideal in most climates. Pro tip: divide clumps every 3 to 4 years to rejuvenate them, and don't bury the crown too deep. They prefer to sit slightly above soil level. Here's the cheerful survivor, blanket flower, or Gaillardia. These are the golden retrievers of the perennial world, happy, reliable, and impossible not to love. The warm red and yellow flowers bloom from early summer through fall, getting stronger and more prolific each year. They're native wildflowers that have been bred into garden-worthy beauties. These are perfect for hot, dry spots where other perennials struggle. They actually prefer poor soil and can handle drought like champions once established. Plant in full sun, space 12 to 15 inches apart, and prepare for non-stop color. They self-seed gently, so you'll get natural drifts over time without aggressive spreading. Look for compact varieties like Goblin for front borders, or traditional sizes like Arizona Sun for natural garden styles. Deadhead for continuous blooms, but leave some seed heads for birds. Here's the secret weapon I promised. Joe Pye weed is the ultimate pollinator magnet that most gardeners have never heard of. This native giant produces massive pink flower heads that can literally be covered with dozens of butterflies at once. It's like having a butterfly convention in your backyard. At 4 to 7 feet tall, this is definitely a back-of-border plant. But what a statement it makes. The vanilla-scented flowers bloom from late summer through fall, perfect timing for migrating monarchs. Plant in full sun to partial shade with consistent moisture. It's low maintenance once established and provides winter interest with its sturdy stems and seed heads. Don't have space for a giant? Look for compact varieties like Little Joes or Baby Joes that stay 2 to 4 feet tall but pack the same pollinator punch. Get ready for this one. It's the perennial that blooms in colors you didn't know existed in nature. Hardy hibiscus produces flowers the size of dinner plates. We're talking 8 to 10-inch blooms that look tropical but are cold hardy to zone 4. These aren't your grandmother's hibiscus. These are breeding miracles that combine tropical beauty with northern toughness. The flowers come in colors so vibrant, they almost glow. August planting is perfect because they love heat and humidity for establishment. They die back completely in winter, then emerge late in spring like magic. Don't panic if they're slow to wake up. Plant in full sun with rich moist soil and stand back. They can reach 4 to 8 feet tall and produce dozens of those massive blooms from July through September. Luna's series offers white, pink, and red varieties. Summerific series includes incredible colors like Holy Grail with dark burgundy foliage and red flowers. These are conversation starters guaranteed. Now we add movement and grace. Ornamental grasses, specifically miscanthus. These are the dancers of the perennial garden, bringing motion and sound to your landscape. Morning light has fine white margins on narrow leaves and stays relatively compact. Zebra grasses features horizontal yellow stripes. Adagios is perfect for smaller spaces with silvery plumes. August planting allows them to establish before winter, and they'll reward you with years of four-season interest. Spring emergence, summer growth, fall plumes, and winter structure. Plant in full sun, space according to mature size, and then enjoy years of virtually maintenance-free beauty. Cut them back in late winter before new growth begins. Use them as specimens, screens, or backbone plants in mixed borders. They're deer-resistant, drought-tolerant once established, and provide habitat for beneficial insects and birds. Our final plant is the Shade Garden's late-season champion, turtlehead, or chalone. This native perennial blooms when most shade plants are calling it quits. The flowers really do look like little turtle heads poking out, and they bloom from August through October, in partial to full shade. This is perfect for those difficult spots under trees. White turtlehead and pink turtlehead are both stunning, providing clean, fresh color when autumn is taking over. They're completely deer-resistant and thrive in consistently moist soil. These are important late-season nectar sources for butterflies and specialized bees. Plant them near streams, ponds, or in any moist, shady area for best results. They form neat clumps 2 to 4 feet tall and wide, never aggressive but slowly expanding into impressive colonies. It's the perfect choice for natural and woodland gardens. There you have it, 17 incredible perennials that will transform your August planting game. Let me quickly recap: purple coneflower, black-eyed Susan, autumn joy sedum, asters Russian sage, bee balm, catmint, salvia, dragon's blood sedum, helenium, Japanese painted fern, heuchera, blanket flower, Joe Pye weed, hardy hibiscus, miscanthus, and turtlehead. Now for that bonus tip I promised. The secret to August planting success is soil preparation. Before planting any of these beauties, work a 2 to 3 inch layer of compost into your soil. The combination of warm soil and organic matter creates the perfect environment for rapid root establishment. And here's the watering secret. Deep, less frequent watering encourages deeper root growth. Water thoroughly twice a week, rather than light daily watering, and your plants will be drought tough much faster. Late summer is truly a golden opportunity to set your garden up for months of incredible color and years of low-maintenance beauty. These perennials will reward your August efforts with spectacular shows this fall and even better performances next year. So here's my question for you. Which of these 17 plants spoke to your gardening soul? Are you drawn to the butterfly magnets like Joe Pye weed and bee balm? The drought-tough survivors like Russian sage and sedum? Or maybe those spectacular statement makers like hardy hibiscus? Drop a comment and let me know which plants you're excited to try. And don't forget to share a photo when you get them planted. I love seeing your garden transformations. Thanks for spending your time with me in the garden today. Remember, every expert gardener was once a beginner who kept trying. Until next time, keep growing.